What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Regis Prograis. Get this. According to Teofimo Lopez's dad, he sends the message to Prograis. He says, "We want him in April." An angry Lopez Sr. sent a message to the WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis on Wednesday that his son, Teo, will beat the shit out of him in April. Teofimo Sr. was surprised to hear Prograis failed to mention his son's name on Tuesday when he spoke with Jose Ramirez on social media. When Ramirez reclined the fight, Prograis expressed interest in fighting a rematch with the WBO champion Josh Taylor, who has a rematch with Jack Catterall in early 2023. Interestingly, the guy that wants to fight Teo next is Ramirez, who mentioned repeatedly that he wants to face him or Arnold Barboza Jr. next. Prograis feels that Teofimo would be no match for him after watching his poor performance against Sandor Martin December 10th. The logical reason why Prograis didn't mention Teo, besides him looking poor against Martin, likely was because it's common knowledge that Top Rank is positioning him to challenge for the WBO belt against the winner of Taylor versus Catterall 2. Teo is ranked number 1 with the WBO, making him the likely choice to challenge the winner of the Taylor Catterall 2 winner. He says, Teo's dad says, "We want him, and we want him in April," said Teofimo Lopez's dad to ES News. And he said, "He's got no other fight, bro. He wants a big fight." If you listen to the interview with Jose Ramirez, what did Ramirez say? Teo Lopez isn't going to take that effing bullshit fight. But did Prograis say, "I want to fight Josh Taylor again"? He never mentioned my son. Bro, be realistic. Josh Taylor isn't going to give you another chance. Are you out of your mind? He's got his own stuff going on right now. So the more realistic fight and the big fight is Teofimo Lopez. So how the hell are you going to come over here and talk Josh Taylor when Ramirez is already telling you about Teofimo Lopez? We're coming after his ass, and let me counterpunch. This is good news. I like to see Teofimo Lopez Sr. talk up his son, put his son in fights, and hopefully, his mouth can allow him to write a check that his ass can cash. Okay? Because at this point, Teofimo Lopez, if he just had a bad night, he just had a bad night. Doesn't mean he's a bad fighter. Seeing what we saw against Teo and how he fought against Sandor Martin, that could be anybody, honestly. Sandor Martin is not the easiest guy in the world to fight. He's not. He's a very difficult fighter. He's tricky. He's rangy. He's experienced. He's quick. He knows his shit. He's clever. Okay, you're not just going to go there and throw left hooks and leaping lead left hooks like Teo was doing. You're not going to get that. That's not going to happen. Okay, and see, Sandor didn't give him too much to work with. Teo likes to counter, off his shoulder roll defense. And if he can't do that, we can see that gives him problems. Okay, now Regis Prograis obviously wanted to fight Ramirez because Ramirez was a champion. Okay, and Ramirez, in Prograis already said that, hey, you would get busted up coming my way. Okay, so he didn't have to say your son's name on a particular interview. As long as he's called out your son, I think that fight could happen. I would love to see Teofimo Lopez get it on with Regis Prograis. Dude, that would be a massive fight. It would. But I'm like this. If it's going to happen, let's just not say or talk or speak about it verbally. Let's put something on paper. But it does make sense to me now looking at the fact that Teo was able to have a scorecard that weird, and Josh Taylor was able to decision, Catterall the first time, I think, the ESPN way of them doing things is that was the protection plan to put those two in the ring together eventually. So Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, more than likely it'll look like that's going to be the fight to happen. If Teo Sr. is serious about that, he would take something into action, okay? Because that's a big order. Taking on the WBC light welterweight champion, Regis Prograis. That's no small order. So he's saying, oh, we want him in April. Okay, well, let's see. Show me. Okay, I've heard firsthand Teofimo Sr. tell me to my face, my son can beat everyone. He's never lost a round of sparring our pros, bro. He's told me that. Right? So he's confident in his son after coming off a split decision win, or actually a majority win over Xander Martin. So if they're ready to do that, let's see that. That's all I'm saying. Let's see that happen. Because one thing, this is what I don't like. If you don't really want to fight, or your son don't want to fight, stop talking about it. You don't have to hype another fighter up that you're not going to fight in order to fight another fighter that you're going to. You don't have to do that. If you're not going to fight Regis Prograis, don't talk about Regis Prograis. But I did like the position that he took. Like, look, you're not talking about me. You're not talking about my son. You need to call us out, or are we coming for you? And I think they need to take the initiative. Like, look, let's get the Prograis fight. Let's reach out to the promoter of Regis and see if that fight can be made. And then that is what will separate the men from the boys. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Teofimo Lopez Sr. fired up, stating that he wants Regis Prograis next in April. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!